things that matter. I really want you to think about that. Think of a child who is told to be silent, to not say anything to anybody, okay? I'm willing to bet any money right now that all around the world, in all the countries, here in Canada, in the cities, maybe in your neighborhood, in your community, maybe right next door to you, there is a child being told to shut up and say nothing. Don't tell anyone what is going on here. And that child, I guarantee you, will stay silent. Because we do what our parents or somebody who's powerful, could be a brother, are telling us to do. Okay, we will stay silent. I did. I'm going to be 68 next month. I was silent for 45 years. I said nothing. Quite honestly, I probably would have taken it to my grave. I wouldn't have told anyone. When did you find out? About 2 years ago, right? I think it was just about 2 years. That's how deep the silence was. The child that I was died the first time he touched me. She disappeared. I was suddenly a woman overnight, but I didn't know what I was dealing with. I had no idea. And my fear of my father kept me quiet for years and years and years. So I have written my version of what Martin Luther King said there. And this is it in a poem. What is child sexual abuse? Innocence lost, an unexpected frost, wilting still green leaves, freezing unripe fruit, stunted growth, drooping limbs, hidden raging, premature aging, ever alive but silently crying for the child inside, so suddenly dying. That's what incest does to you. You die inside. The child is forever there, but not alive. It gets so buried. And the child is forever reaching out, trying to be heard again, but stays silent, because they were told to stay silent, and they stay silent. That's all there is to it. Why don't we talk about it? Why don't we tell? One word, starts with F. It's not the one people use so commonly everywhere. What's the one word that why kids don't say anything?
Fear.
Of course, fear. Fear of the abuser, fear that they won't be believed, fear that they'll be rejected by anybody they tell to. It could be a mother or somebody in the family. Fear's a huge one. Shame. They feel tremendous shame. They have no proof. How do you prove it? You think Daddy does it while Mommy's watching? Of course not. He makes sure that he does it when there's no one around. Pardon me for using Daddy, because we've got to realize too that there are mummies and uncles and grandfathers, and a whole bunch of people that abuse children, both men and women. Okay, this is not just all about a woman being abused by a father. It just happens to be my particular situation, so let's just leave that broad. So the fact is, though, we have no proof. If I come to my mommy and I say, Daddy did this to me, what's the proof? She's going to say, what? What are you saying about your father? Your father wouldn't do that. So that becomes the other horrible side of the coin for the children. Because if they do turn around and tell someone, they often are not believed. They're told to hush up and not tell anybody about it. Or if they are believed, the family will say, shh, you can't say things like that about our family. Don't tell anyone about that. You've got to keep it quiet. So in other words, kid, put up, shut up, don't say anything. Live with it. Thank you very much. That really helps a kid. And that kid dies just a little bit more and a little bit more every time they can't talk about what somebody is doing to them. And I guarantee you, as I said, it's happening everywhere.